Yes, sir. Back with another one. You're now tuned into another episode of the Hoodie and Headband podcast show. I'm your co-host, as always, Bryce Warner.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. I'm in close 3 weeks down. If y'all didn't know that. He's funny as hell, man. That boy way behind.
I caught it. Yeah, man. Tariq, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I fucked my finger up. I don't know if y'all can see this or not. Damn that shit.
For ones listening, Tariq is showing y'all his wounded finger.
I didn't even think about that. I apologize. Yeah, that shit bruised up. Like, that shit slammed in the chair. I pulled it out. I looked at it. That shit was already bruised. That shit immediately bruised. I was like, bro, no fucking. And the first thing I thought about, I didn't care about nothing. I was like, damn, I can't even hoop tonight.
That's the first thing you be thinking of, bro.
Even though I hooped this morning
and last night. Hoop mentality, dog.
I hooped twice yesterday and this morning, and I still was like, damn, I can't hoop
today. Damn.
But I iced that shit when I got back to the crib. I'm gonna ice that shit when we get off here. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna wake up, see how that shit feel. Yesterday I felt some hella early. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Like going to the gym and these long ass shifts at work.
It'll do.
I'm so tired that I fell asleep without setting an alarm last night and woke up 2 hours before I was supposed to.
You know it's good sleep when you sleep and you don't gotta use an alarm anymore. You just like, hey, my body knows when to wake up.
Bro, I woke up at 5:36.
Waking up, you turn the alarm off as soon as they come on. Just boop.
Yeah. I hate alarms, bro. Alarms are the fucking worst, bro. That noise in the morning gotta be top 5 worst things ever.
Wow, so you can't even pick a good one.
When you're shooting a basketball outside,
you can't even pick a good one, bro.
Let's see. When you're shooting a basketball, stubbing your toe, an alarm waking you up in the morning. That's top 3 worst things ever. Gotta be.
No, you know what's worse than an alarm? Somebody acting as your alarm and waking you up on some BS. Bro, come on, man, get up.
You said that like your dad. Your dad be doing that?
No, Jay be doing that every morning.
Shit.
Hey, Bryce, come on, it's time to get up. Take me to work. I'm like, bro, if you don't walk that mile up the block.
Oh, you wild.
I made him do it once, but
he said that nigga don't walk.
I made him do it once. He had pissed me off, and I made him do it.
Hey, nigga, walk then.
I was like, he's like, bro, come on. I said, he ain't gonna hear this though, but he knows. But yeah, that's good. That's good to hear you doing good.
How about you, my boy?
I'm good. Can't complain about a thing. You know. Dang, what was I gonna share or talk about? Dang, what was I gonna say? I had something to say involving how I was doing. I'm good. It's good to see that everybody is tuning in to our Jokic video. Running that up.
607. Last time we looked, 607 views.
Crazy. Need y'all to, go over a little more. Hit the like and hit the subscribe, That's easy. Could have been 600 more subscribers. But y'all playing games. So yeah, anyway, shout out to Multiplicity Media, man. Shout out to wonderful podcast network. Wonderful platform. Yeah. If you like videos like that, it's more where that came from. But yeah, I'm good, man. Can't complain about a thing. About the, yeah, let's get into it. I see you got the memo. We're ready today. I need some Aces gear. But
I put that Chelsea Gray shit on.
Every time I look at the store, it's not available. Not even it's the same thing. It's Candace Parker black jersey for the youth, Kelsey Plum's jersey, and it's Aces jersey, and it's like some random other stuff. But you go to other teams, you can get anybody's jersey from that team. It says your name. They got double zeros, whatever. You can get anybody's jersey from that team. But why? For the champion, reigning champion, Las Vegas Aces, I can't get what jersey I want. Are they that hot? Are they not available? Is everybody jersey taken up? Me and Tim, I can't get St. Paul's jersey. Me and Tim, I can't get anybody's jersey off the team. Matter of fact, let's check this right now, man. Because this is ridiculous. This is getting out of hand. It's unsack.
It's really ridiculous. It's really ridiculous.
What's going on out here on a nightly basis? It's really ridiculous. I love that video. Look, youth Candace Parker jersey, both colors. Youth Las Vegas Aces Kelsey Plum jersey, both colors. Women's Vegas Aces Aja Wilson jersey from 2021. Las Vegas Aces Kelsey Plum jersey from 2021. Jackie Young jersey, 2022. Youth. Adrian, youth. I just want KP, not KP. I just want Chelsea Gray's jersey, man.
Yeah,
I might mess around and get Candace jersey. Make you buy me a Candace jersey. That'd be crazy. I'm gonna get one anyway. It's coming. But anyways, enough talking. Let's see how we doing. Let's get into it. So we got a lot of got a lot of movements going on, right? A lot is being done. Dropping this on draft day. So you see, got my Nets shirt on. Even we got 2 draft picks, maybe 3 by the time this is aired. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we trade our picks. Maybe we keep our picks. Maybe we might have Dan tomorrow or today. Who knows? But let's get into it. We had a trade earlier this week involving the Phoenix Suns and the Washington Wizards. Bradley Beal.
And
Bradley Beal is no longer a Washington Wizard. That's crazy. Never thought I'd see the day. Thought he was a lifer. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop.
Could have been seen today.
Let me stop. We've been telling this man to leave. We've been telling this man to leave for however long. And they traded him. They finally was like, "You're not gonna leave? We're gonna make you leave."
With a no trade clause.
With a no trade clause. On Father's Day. I saw a tweet. It was like, how are you gonna trade? You said you're gonna trade a guy to his father's team on Father's Day for pennies. I said, because they're not about to even use Chris Paul. They about to flip Chris Paul. So, let me break down the trade for those that don't know. Bradley Beal getting traded to the Phoenix Suns for Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, and some other stuff probably. Yeah. So
it's Bradley Beal, Jordan Goodwin. That's the inside for Chris Paul and Landry Shamet.
Oh, I didn't know other players involved with the Washington.
Pick
swaps and stuff. All that nonsense, not nonsense, but all that. Whatever. So yeah, that happened. And then you got I don't know. I'm not here there. I don't know why I'm not here there. But so Bradley Beal to the Phoenix Suns. What are your thoughts on this?
I need to see how the rest of the team shakes out. Also,
who's going to be on that team?
I mean, at this point, it's just them 3. Well, the guys that came over in the trade, like Jordan Goodwin, like, for now they're on the team at the very least. But really, you got Bradley Beal, KD, Book, and then you have Ish Wainwright. And I think there's one more player that's on the contract. But I think it's just those 4. And Ayton. So you got to fill out the rest of your roster. You got to figure out what you're doing, DeAndre Ayton. Are you trading him? Are you keeping him? Yep. Does he even have a market at this point? And a lot of the problem is these teams have waited too long to trade the guys they need to trade. Like Bradley Beal is worth more than a 40-year-old Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, 2 seconds, and a pick swaps. Porzingis is worth more than Marcus Morris in the 30th pick. Well, Marcus Morris, Malcolm Brogdon in the 30th pick. I mean, you could even say the same thing for Rui Hachimura.
I mean, they about to trade Kuzma next.
Oh, for sure. They got
Kuzma's out of there. Kuzmania.
Johnny Davis season.
We'll trade Kuz for Spencer Dinwiddie, man.
Back to the Wizards. Taking that shit. Let's see. So obviously they got 3 great scorers. They got to figure out the playmaking part of it. I don't think Book or Bradley Beal are necessarily bad playmakers, but that's not what they're there for. They're there to get buckets. And we've seen a lot of teams that have tried to go with the 3-star, 3 offensive firepower role, try team, and it not work out for whatever reason, whether it be health, whether it be selfishness, whether it be fit. I mean, we had the Nets, Lakers.
That seems oddly familiar, Tariq.
I mean, there's plenty of teams that have tried to put 3 big players together and it not work. I mean, even Chicago, to a lesser degree, with Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Vucevic, all 3 of them are all-stars. So you're still putting 3 all-stars together, and you can't even say to a lesser degree because Bradley Beal hasn't even been an all-star, I think, the last 2 seasons. So
it hurt a lot, yeah.
So
it's not whatever.
I don't know how they try to put this all together, and I just think it's weird after seeing who just won the championship and the way they won it, that you wouldn't just run with the 2 you got and try to build around that. Instead, you went with the role that we just saw. Like, KD literally came to you because this didn't work in a different situation. And as much as people want to blame that on organization, that's also on player and on lack of depth. You're not going to be able to put depth.
Yes.
Bradley Beal is the highest paid player on the team, and he's the 3rd best player. Then you got and then you got KD. That's 3 max contracts plus 8 is contract right now. That's 4 contracts that are huge going into this new CBA. How are you supposed to build a team around?
Coach.
They got a coach.
Wait, who's that coach? Is it Vogel?
Yeah, Frank Vogel.
Yeah, Frank Vogel. Okay, I'm about to say. Yeah. I don't know why I thought they were starting without a coach.
No.
Yeah.
But all this is mostly because of the owner. The new owner, Matt Ishbia, he came in. He was like,
I said new owner, and then you got
getting everything up for KD.
Listen. My fault. I keep cutting you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. No, go ahead.
Sorry for cutting you off, bro. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
I gotta stop doing that, man. I gotta stop trying to talk over you. Let you talk. Okay, I gotta learn patience.
Go ahead. Because you're gonna forget what you're trying to say. Go ahead.
All right. But KD is in that man here, making moves. Whatever. This is a KD move. All right. KD, Chuck said it. He's a bus rider. He wants the easiest route to the championship, whether that's teammates, whether that's whatever. KD is a top tier talent, but we all are going to know him for the many teams he's been on and how many times he came up short or how many times he's tried to do this. And he's never really had that leadership gene, really. I mean,
we argue this too.
I know.
We argue this. You try to tell me he was a top 5 leader in the league.
I know. This ain't me from years ago. This is me now.
Niggas say years ago, like that wasn't the beginning of the season.
Years ago. I'm just being real, man. That's the only way I know how to be, man. I'm just being real. So, but yeah, no, KD, bro. I know he like tries to run away from like the legacy talk or whatever. He shies away from it, but same time, bro, this is what we're gonna remember the most. We seen your whole career from your first game in Seattle to your first game this season coming up. We've seen it all, Kevin. We seen what's been unfolding. You can retire tomorrow. All right? Hall of Fame player. But where you rank all the time, it's probably not where you want to rank. Because of how your career's played out. All right, so look. Oklahoma. Everybody's rooting for you, you know. Young kid on the scene, leading the charge on this nice 3 young star team with you, Harden, Russ, Serge, Cephalosha was on the squad wearing Air Maxes. Cephalosha, I'm sorry. Cephalosha was on the squad wearing Air Maxes. Like, y'all had a nice team. You know, everybody was rooting for y'all and everything, you know, but y'all lost. Y'all lost to the experience. You know, you be thinking y'all gonna be back the next year. Y'all trade Harden, whatever, whoop-de-whoop, wop-de-wop. Then y'all get another chance. Y'all blew a 3-1 lead to Golden State. And what do, Kevin? You go run to Golden State. That ain't it, man. That's not, I'm sorry, that ain't it. That's not it, bro. You right there. And you was like, you know what? I'm going to the Bay. I'm going to the Bay. E40 was good. No. Then you go win your 2 chips over there, right? Finals MVP in both chips. Impressive. Say the least, impressive. But you got generational talent. You got the best shooter all the time right next to you. And arguably the second best shooter all the time right next to him. And so they're not focusing on, it's not even your team. You're not even leading nothing, bro. You're just there. You're like, all right, I'm one of the best players in the world. They got me. Bang. I'm just hitting shots. I'm playing my best basketball. But it's getting overlooked because your team, you ran to that team. Team is stacked, right? Then you got a chance to redeem yourself, right? Enter free agency. Go to Brooklyn, right? And I knew he was going to go to either New York team because it was odd when he, when he tore his ACL. Or no, ruptured his Achilles. I'm sorry. Ruptured his Achilles. He went to New York to get surgery done. I mean, I understand New York. It's right there, you know, Toronto, New York, whatever. But wouldn't you go for your team, doctors, or whatever? I don't know. I'm not in the league. I don't know why he went to New York, but I thought him going to New York to get surgery and everything was a little suspicious. I was like, all right, he either going to Brooklyn or New York or the Knicks, right? Because like, why is he going to New York? You know, July rolls around, free agency rolls around, signs to the Nets. No meeting, just signs to the Nets. He's like, hey, we're here. We're coming here. We're bringing DeAndre Jordan with us. Going to the Nets. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. Doesn't play for the first year. You know, he's recovering, rehabbing. Plays second year. Phenomenal. All right? He's doing his thing. I'm sorry, man. I just got sad all over here, bro. Because it was Juneteenth this past weekend, and I got reminded of the memories that I had, like, you know, on Snapchat, whatever, you know, like Snapchat memories. Got reminded of the memories that I had. Or like they posted, 2 years ago today, KD had his foot on the line. Bleacher Report couldn't wait to post that. They didn't wait all year to post that. That was one of man, I had a good Juneteenth up until that moment. I didn't even go out and celebrate. I was gonna go out with the homies, hang out. I said, no, I'm in the crib tonight. Game 7, and I'm watching the game. And if we win, I'll come out. But if not, I'm in the crib. And I was in the crib that night. Hurt. KD was on the line, and Joe Harris missed a wide open 3. And KD went scoreless in the overtime. I wasn't mad at him for going scoreless in the overtime back then. Still, it's like, dog. But I don't know. You know, we had injuries. Kyrie got hurt. James Harden was playing on one leg. It's whatever. Come back the next year. Whatever. But see, KD is mad because things aren't working out the way he thought it would have worked out. You know? Things didn't work out with his best friends. He couldn't win with his best friends. He couldn't lead them. He couldn't get them together. Got Kyrie X over here doing what he's doing. James Harden, he's like, I ain't really feeling what Kyrie X is doing. So I'm gonna go to Philly with Daryl Morey. Kick it over there again, right? And when Kyrie asked for his trade this season, Kyrie played well, played good, all-star starter or whatever, right? Everybody's looking like, yeah, Brooklyn's looking good again, dangerous again, them boys are good. Dropping 92 points and a half against Toronto. KD dropping damn near 40 with me in attendance. The boys looking good. Next thing you know, a week before the trade deadline, Kyrie X decides to whatchamacallit, decides to ask for a trade. Because that man has no self-awareness. But decides to ask for a trade after playing well all season. Yeah, he had an incident with the whole movie thing, whatever, right? But he played well all season. Things were looking good. Things were good. He was there for the most part. Outside of that suspension, he was present. Wasn't missing no games for no nonsense. The vax mandate is not there. So he's playing every game. No management. He is playing every game. Then he wanted to axe out because he didn't get what he wanted, knowing damn well he didn't deserve it. And even then, he would have made the most money in Brooklyn had he stayed. Had he stayed, he still would have been making the most money in Brooklyn. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with these NBA players. But, so he leaves, and you leave right after because you feel like you can't get it done. You just feel like this ain't it no more. You got Steve Nash fired after you wanted Steve Nash, or that's what it was linked to. I don't know for sure if you want to Steve, but they linked y'all two together because y'all connection go to state, whatever, right? Linked y'all together, said, oh, Steve Nash, this is KD, Kyrie's pick, whatever, saying that. Like, this is a player's pick. You guys are trying to run an organization. Didn't work out. Got him fired. Vaughn stepped up. You like Vaughn, right? Vaughn is cool. Everybody's getting good around y'all. Claxton's getting good. Royce O'Neal was he was an alright acquisition. Seth was coming back off injury. Joe was coming back off injury. Things are looking all right in Brooklyn. But you want to leave. We got no. We got wings. We got Dorian Finney-Smith, Spencer Dinwiddie. No, it's not a lot, but it's kind of what we kind of needed at the time. Dorian Finney-Smith is somebody that we kind of needed at the time. We were looking for wings. We needed wings. I said in the offseason that the Brooklyn Nets need wings. Other guys you can rely on other than just giving the ball to Kevin and let Kevin do his thing. Give the ball to Kyrie, let them do his thing. Let them two get 60, all right? Combine for 60, and we win the game. No. Didn't work out. Whatever, right? Need wings. Need other people. Need some type of structure. Whatever, right? Doesn't work out. You want to go to Phoenix. You go to Phoenix. You go to Phoenix or whatever. Y'all playing. You get hurt again. And now the pressure isn't on y'all. Because, it's our first year against that, whatever. Well, then why go there? Why not just go there in the offseason? Why go there now? I don't know. I don't understand it. And now you guys are stacking the deck again. I understand, maybe, Bradley Beal's better person to have than Chris Paul at the time. Chris Paul's near the end of his career. Bradley Beal, in his prime, in the middle, whatever. But, sir, this don't work out, bro. I don't know. Like, for you to be as good as a player that you are on the court, for all that to be overlooked because of how you moved throughout your career, pretty shameless, Kevin. So yeah, this move doesn't really move me. I got the alert. I say all that to say this move doesn't really move me. I got the alert, and I was like, oh, wow, that's the direction they're going. Because I saw, they got rid of whatchamacallit. Got rid of Monty Williams. They said they were getting rid of Chris Paul. So I was like, all right, who they gonna bring in for Chris Paul? Whatever, right? I'm thinking they're gonna bring like some, young player, not a star yet, whatever. They weren't gonna hit a home run. They were getting somebody that could help out, whatever, right? Like, and maybe a D'Angelo Russell. They try to help him resuscitate his career, whatever. I don't know. Which I'm not. That's wrong. I'm not saying resuscitate his career. His career is good, but he's still loading. All right. Don't get me wrong. He's still loading. He's still loading. But Yeah. Say all that say, this move doesn't impress me. They still need depth. They still need other things to win. I'm not moved by this team. Don't see this team as a favorite. I see this team as a good team in the West.
I wouldn't go as far as the top team. Uh, for KD's sake, it is, I think, every year since 2017, he's had at least 2 All-Stars on his team. Um, it's, I don't know, man. He's an all-time great talent, but I don't know if he's an all-time great competitor,
Hmm.
if that makes sense. And I don't mean that to come off disrespectful. It just seems like, and I don't want to say he takes the easy way out. It just seems like he would rather have to do less to get to his ultimate goal than most have. Because even if you have like, if him and D Book don't win a championship, it's respected because you've got to put in the work. You have no choice but to put in that work. You have no choice but to battle through all the adjustments that teams are going to make throughout the entire playoff run. Same way it would have been with Kyrie. But once you throw in, oh, there's Steph, oh, there's Clay, oh, there's Draymond, oh, there's Iguodala, there's all these other players, and then you throw in, there's James Harden, there's Kyrie, there's all these other players, and now you throw in Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, and Bradley Beal is one of the best scorers in the league, like, and he's a guy that can play off the ball, he can play on the ball, he can play pick and roll, he can score from the top of the key, he can score ISO. Great spot up shooter. I think he shot 40% and catch and shoot threes this season. So he's gonna clearly he's gonna make it easier for Devin Booker
Oh
and
yeah.
Kevin Durant. But again, without seeing the rest of the team, it's hard to say like, oh, they're gonna be this because we just saw a well-oiled machine in Denver, and they are packaging future picks to get more picks in this draft.
Bro, they made a trade right after the damn
Yeah.
they made a trade right after the damn finals, bro. I was like, damn, they can trade already?
Yeah. So they're retooling in the best way you can and through the draft because you're not gonna have to pay as much. They traded the 2024 first round pick or their 2024 first round pick. They're assuming they're gonna be one of the best teams in the league, so they'll have the top. I mean, or like a 27 to 30 ish pick. And the 2023 40th pick, so 10th pick in the second round for 29 and 32, which would be today. So I think, and like we said, they had already traded for another pick. Um, so you're just bringing in more talent because if a guy like Bruce Brown, like obviously they want to bring him back, but if his asking number is too high, then you have to let him go. If you can get another guy like a Christian Brown to come in, like if you can get a couple more of those, or like Jeff Green is eventually going to retire and he's not going to be as valuable
Uncle
or not as
Jeff.
valuable as productive. So you need to replace that. You need a backup point guard because I don't think they want to go with Reggie Jackson. So there's a lot that they have. I mean, they probably don't want to go with Thomas Bryant. So a backup center. So there's a lot that they have, but there's also a lot that they can tool and get better with, which is scary because you're not in a hole with the players that you have. You have a core of Jamal, Jokic, MPJ, and Aaron Gordon. That's your core four. You added Christian Brown, you added KCP, you added possibly Bruce Brown. Um, so that's 7 players right there that you know exactly what you're going to get from. The rest you fill out and you try to continue to bring in players that can help you win a championship.
Yeah.
And this is a pretty deep draft. Like I know we're talking, like everyone's talking about top 5, top 10, top 15.
Draft
But this
expert.
draft is pretty deep in terms of stop it right now. Stop it right now.
I should have got. Listen, if I still worked at my old job, I would have made. I had to say draft expert and award on the show today.
You're crazy. I mean, a guy like Andre Jackson could still be there, and getting that kind of athlete and competitor on your team would be fantastic for a team that just won the championship. So there's a lot of places that the Nuggets could go. You got teams like the Clippers who could possibly get healthy. The Lakers, we don't know exactly what they're gonna do with their roster, but they still got LeBron and AD, so they're still in the conversation. The Grizzlies will be back next year. Obviously, John's suspended for 25 games, which we talk about.
And we'll get in that. Get into that.
So, I'm not gonna say, oh, they're a top team in the West, but I'm also not gonna say, oh, I don't think they can contend, because when you have that kind of talent, you can never count it out. But there are so many ways that there are just as many reasons that they can win it as there are reasons that they can't win it. As fit, health, matchup, like Bradley Beal gonna have to guard. And I'm not saying he can't, because he did when he didn't have to be the best player and carry the load. But he gonna have to guard. Like if they play Beal, Book, KD, a 4, and whoever, like Ayton or whoever else they have at the 5, who's guarding the point guards? Devin Booker played a lot better defense last year, but if you have him guarding the best perimeter player, that takes a load off of him on offense. Now people can say, "Oh, this is where you bring in Bradley Beal," but I don't want to have to rely on Bradley Beal to be Devin Booker, because then who's Bradley Beal? Bradley Beal is supposed to be there as the third guy that, if they score 60, he's going to give you 20, 25. Like, he's going to be that added cherry on top. He's going to be the Chris Bosh that makes the plays, makes the shots that you need him to make in certain situations. But again, we have to see what the rest of the roster looks like at the end of the day. So, a good buy-in trade. The Wizards really couldn't get much back because of their trade clause. He was only going to accept 1 or 2 places, and they ended up getting, I don't want to say fleeced, but they didn't get as much as they could have gotten if they had traded him before this point. And a part of that is the contract as well. He's got, I think, the second highest contract in the NBA. So your second highest contract in the NBA, and you didn't even make the All-Star team last year. So, it just gets kind of ugly when you look at the numbers and when you look at what the Wizards got back. But you never know. I mean, second round picks, one of them could turn out to be Jokic, one of them could turn out to be Draymond. You never know.
Didn't they draft Christian Brown in the second round, or was that first round last year?
I felt like it was first round, like in the first round. But it couldn't be second round. I'm pretty sure it was first round. Gigi Jackson.
Did the Wizards not have a first round pick this year? Oh no, I see they got
Warriors.
8. I said Wizards. I was trying to see what a Wizards.
I think it's the Warriors.
Picking 8 this year in the draft. All right. So next trade, which
he was drafted, late first round pick, 21st in the first round.
Okay, so next trade, which I think is a very interesting one, got Kristaps Porzingis going to the Boston Celtics
for Marcus Morris and Brogdon.
Yeah,
Malcolm
Morris going to the Clippers and Brogdon going to Washington, I believe.
I didn't see that.
I believe that was.
I thought they were out. I didn't. Oh yeah, I think I did read it.
Let me see how long. Who sent it to me? Okay, yeah. Yeah. So Kristaps, Austin, Malcolm Brogdon Brogdon to the Clippers, and Marcus Morris to the Wizards. Woo, Brogdon to the Clippers.
Yeah,
What are your
yeah,
thoughts
yeah.
on
That's
that
what it is.
trade?
I like it for the Celtics. I know some people aren't. I've only seen one person that wasn't on board. I think Porzingis to the Celtics is great because you can play him with Robert Williams. Um, you can play him with Horford. He's going to give you what they haven't had. Call me crazy, but they haven't had since Kevin Garnett. And I'm not saying he's Kevin Garnett because obviously he's not. But in terms of scoring and being able to create for himself and being able to actually be able to give the ball to the post and feel confident in what's going to happen, run plays for him as a roller on the lobs, and a pop man on the pick and pop. There's a lot they could do with him, and it takes pressure off of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to make plays constantly when you get to the fourth quarter, which is where they struggled last season and in the playoffs. Is they had to make all the decisions, and then they had to figure out when to shoot shots. And sometimes they didn't. Sometimes they took too many. When you add a guy like Porzingis that takes a load off of both of them, and like, okay, we have another guy that can do it. But at the same time, they themselves have been trying to figure out how to play off of each other. My turn, your turn. Um, you know, 2-man game. Like, they don't do a ton of actions where they're using the other.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna have to rely on Porzingis, and they're gonna have to use him in action. So I'm curious to see what they do with it. At this point, Marcus Smart would absolutely have to become more of a passer. Like,
yeah,
you can't take 10, 12, 14 shots a game at this point. Like, you need to get your like 7 shots a game. Like, that needs to be it. Like, unless they're like absolutely forcing you to shoot wide open threes, like, you don't need to be out here chucking shots up, taking contested shots. Like, obviously, if you have some kind of mismatch, then you can make something happen. But when you got these three guys that can score the way they do, and Porzingis can be a good defender. He could definitely be a good rim protector. And if you put him with Rob Williams, that's a scary front court to try to score on. I mean, Rob Williams is a fantastic rim protector, and you put a 7'3" guy next to him, and that makes it even more daunting to try to go in there because a lot of players won't even go in there if Robert Williams is in the paint. So you add Porzingis to that, and it's gonna change a lot. So I'm curious to see what LA does as they get Malcolm Brogdon. Like, do they see this as their point guard? We had this conversation last year with about Malcolm Brogdon with the Celtics, and they ended up, obviously they've moved off of him, but they more so were, were relying on Derek White for backup minutes. I mean, they both came off the bench, but when it came down to it, they were relying on Derek White more. So, and then obviously the Wizards get Marcus Morris and Amir Coffey in the 30th pick. So, Washington ends up with a couple of first round picks in this draft, but still, I mean, that's not a ton. I mean, you got back a player that they're probably gonna flip, Amir Coffey, and then the 30th pick. Like, obviously the 30th pick's not bad, but there's more that they could have gotten for Porzingis. I feel like, at least, but what do I know? It just seems like the Wizards are the new GM wanted so badly to start over that he didn't get the best return that he could.
Yeah.
But shout out to Brad Stevens.
Type project, whatever. But I like this for the Celtics. They get a big that can stretch the floor, that they can kind of rely on to have a good production. maybe this helps keeps the band together for them to go on another title run, because there's talks of JB leaving. But I don't know, man. I really want to see how this plays out. Porzingis had a good season last season with the Wizards, and I feel like he's still, I want to say one of the better bigs, but I mean he can still give you something. Porzingis is a good basketball player. So I think this is a good addition for the Celtics. I think this is a win in their book. They get better right away. They got another big there that they can rely on. Al's getting old. Rob Williams is good, but I know his injury history isn't the best. So there's that.
No, that's
like I said, Porzingis can score.
Which is why you go and get a Porzingis so that if he does get hurt, you don't see the struggle.
Yeah.
Or the like, now what do we do?
Other solid bigs there too.
Mm-hmm.
But
they still have Horford at this point as well. So,
yeah. See, they got someone like a spacing. I know spacing was an issue for them last year. At times. Excuse me.
Yeah, depending on who they put out there with Rob Williams.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think that's a solid trade. No, there's more to come, and probably more that have happened since we recorded this. Being that we are recording this today before the draft, putting this out day of the draft. The time that you tune into this has probably been like 3 to 4 more trades, pick swaps, whatever. All right. Now, speaking of a draft, let's talk about the draft. So, draftees are in New York, getting ready for the draft. Victor Wembanyama, a lot of press has been on Vic since he's made it to the States. Bro went from playing. Did he win the finals over there?
I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
But bro went from playing all the way up to the last moment. Like his season ended maybe less than a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was in New York. It's crazy. Like as soon as he touched down, everybody knew it was him. Everybody knew he was coming. Whatever. Signing autographs. He threw out the first pitch at the Yankee game. Vic no ball. But
he knows how to deal with losing. That's for sure.
I don't know what you said just now, but I don't care what you said either.
He knows how to deal with losing. That's for sure.
Okay. Sure.
Nigga 19. When's he seen?
You said what?
The nigga is 19. When's his season?
Oh, I don't know. Took his team to the finals, but
no, I'm saying like as a Yankees fan.
Yankees fan. Let's see. He's 19. He might have. I don't know if they watch baseball over there in France.
He was born in 2004. When y'all won in 2009.
He was 5 when we won the ship.
He wasn't
10. He's the same age as my brother. What? That's crazy.
He wasn't 10 yet.
Anyways, Vic threw out the first pitch of the game. His hand overlapped damn baseball, which I thought was crazy. But no, I was tuning into a little bit of the interview we had with JJ Redick. I'm gonna have to tune in more after this episode. I was doing a lot before the show.
What? You tapped into a podcast not named Taylor Rooks?
I do watch The Old Man and 3 from time to time. You should know this by now, Tariq. I watched The Old Man and bro. You want? All right. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna list all the podcasts that I listen to from time to time. Old Man and 3. Well, of course, Hoodie and the Headband. Of course, most pussy ones. Of course, cover bands, Hoop podcasts, Hoopers, some more others out there I'm forgetting. But player podcasts that I listen to are like national, like whatever. Old Man and 3. I tap in with Old Man and 3. Obviously. Through the wire.
I'm surprised.
When Taylor Rooks has a guest,
I'll put you on.
Man, here you go, because you just got on. Yeah, look at you. That's what you get. But you
Yeah,
just
that's
got on
crazy.
people and you were just like, I hate when people be like, oh, I'll put you on, I'll put you on right before
That's
the
why I
show.
said it.
He had this whole discussion.
That's
But yeah,
why I said
through the
it.
wire, yes, Tariq put me on. But through the wire, I do tune into Taylor Rooks' interviews when there's a guest that I'm intrigued by. If I see a clip,
That's
if I see a
everyone.
clip, like listen, I didn't want to hear Josh Hart talk about how he was drinking his wife's breast milk. I don't want to hear that. Don't want to hear that. So I didn't tune in that episode. But dang, I keep forgetting. I gotta watch her Haley Van Liff episode. Yeah, I gotta watch that. That's on the list to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, when she has a guest that I'm intrigued by, I'll tune in to Taylor Rooks.
Mm-hmm.
Not every episode, but a lot of episodes, you know, because she had a lot of guests that I'm intrigued by. You know, I was watching Jason Tatum one, watched the Brad Bill joint, watched the Candace one, the Asia episode.
Draymond episode?
You said what?
Did you watch the Draymond episode?
And not watch the Draymond episode. I watched the Michael B. Jordan one. I remember that one. Yeah. I think she had Paige on. I might be tripping on that one. She had another like college basketball player on. Of course, I seen the Ja one. That was one of the earlier ones. The Quavo one. That was another one of the earlier ones. But yeah, I tap in with Taylor Ricks. What other podcast P? Podcast P is a good podcast, boy.
It's a really good show.
It's a good podcast. I gotta tap into.
I haven't watched like the last 2 episodes, but the ones that I've seen and the clips that I've seen,
I gotta see
really
the Jay West, and I definitely gotta see this Julius Randle one.
I'm not watching the Jay.
You're not watching it?
I'm sorry.
I mean, cause I saw the clip from the Kobe practice about
I'm not trying to hear him say
he's
like,
talking about
these players that used to dribble with one hand are way better. I'm not hearing that shit. I'm sorry, I'm not. With all due respect, respect to the guys for sure. Respect to the legends. But,
oh, you talking about the Jay West one?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll say I got to see the Julius Randle one.
I'm not about to hear him tell me that Bob Cousy was really like that. Absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
I'm sending him left every time. With a Curly Neal with one hand. Shit crazy. Could not be me, bro. Absolutely not. Shit.
Anyways, but yeah, we got the draft coming up. Number one pick, always gonna be Vic. But who's gonna be number 2? There's a lot of reports. You know that Brandon Miller has made his way, has climbed the rankings, and he's looking like the number 2 pick. Vegas got him at the best odds for number 2. He had his workout with Charlotte, and apparently
we just saw a team make this mistake 3 years ago. They overthought who to take with the second pick, and instead of taking the mellow ball, they took James Wiseman. I'm not saying Brandon Miller is going to be James Wiseman, but I think the upside is way higher with Scoot. I don't care if I have LaMelo. I don't care if I have 2 point guards.
Available, bro. I mean,
you draft a generational talent if it's there. I genuinely don't understand how you do.
Scoot is one of the ones, and I love Scoot's attitude too. Like Scoot, I saw some quotes from Scoot, and he was like, I still believe I could be the number 1 pick, whatever, regardless of everybody saying Vic this, Vic that. He still feels that he could be he is number 1 pick quality, right? And then he was like, I don't want to be looked at as like a number 2 or whatever. Like I'm up there. Like I'm one of the ones. I love that attitude from Scoot. I love it. I hope he continues with it throughout the rest of his career. Because he got a fan out of me. Scoot, I like Scoot. So, but whatchamacallit? I don't know, man. I don't know. See, Brandon Miller at 2. I don't know. Brandon Miller's good.
I don't think it's terrible.
I don't think it's terrible. Brandon Miller's a good player. He was the best player in college last year. So, let's see.
I don't.
I don't know, man. I think you just go with
I
Scoot.
just don't understand
Go
taking
with
a
Scoot.
guy at
Don't
2.
overcomplicate it. You go with Scoot. Brandon Miller goes to Portland.
I don't know, man. I think he could turn out to be like an all-star level player, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think you add him. I don't know, man. It's just when you have a guy like Scoot. Scoot has every intangible, every box you want to check. He has, and he's
Yeah.
becoming a better shooter as time goes on. But he has literally everything else. You can't teach that athleticism. He's played, you know, he's played some pros in the G League. Like he's, I just, he's got unbelievable talent. Whether it be leaping, whether it be speed, whether it be just getting to the basket, and he's smooth. He's. It's like he already. It's like he's already been in the league for a few years. It's kind of what it looks like. He looks polished. We've seen Ja come in. We've seen Russ come in. We've seen Derrick Rose, John Wall, like even De'Aaron Fox. Like those guys have had to learn like speed and like when to turn on the speed. I feel like Scoot already knows that.
Yeah.
And I think that's crazy to have. Like that's a crazy trait to have when you come into the league as a rookie. But I think he already has.
Yeah.
So
I mean, credit that to being
I
against NBA talent, like Tariq mentioned.
yeah. I
So
just don't see how you can just pass up on it. And even that, like something they could do, or I don't know, man. Obviously, Brandon Miller's. I won't say obviously, but it seems like Brandon Miller is the guy that they want. If that's the guy you want, that's fine. But we've seen plenty of players get passed up on, and they come back to bite those teams later on. Like,
oh yeah, how many redrafts that we've done as us between me and you? The many redrafts we've done and tuned into whatever to see how things play out. I mean, yeah, you can't make the right draft pick all the time, but at the same time, it's right there. It's literally
Michael
right
Jordan was the
there. It
number
fell
one
into your
pick.
lap, man. Fell into your lap.
Kobe was the number one pick.
Now, I mean, hey, we could be wrong here, but I don't want to be. I don't think we will be wrong in this case.
I think Scoot
Like I
was
said, boy, pro ready.
a different.
Scoot's pro ready. Scoot's pro ready. Not talk. I ain't say I seen him on my own too. Scoot pro ready. That man played LeBron's teammate in a movie, bro. That's crazy.
That's coming from a draft expert right there.
The draft expert, yeah. I gotta get a draft expert hat just to wear and be like, yeah, I'm a draft expert. Like I said, if I was at my old job, I'd made a hat and been wearing it right now.
Yeah. And I guess the thing is, like, if Charlotte doesn't take Scoot, do the Blazers even take Scoot at 3? Or do they go with the Thompson twin and try to get a wing? Because why would you add, or do they go like Jarris Walker or something like that? Because why
But
would you
Portland takes Scoot
why
at
would you
3.
add another guard when
I
you
said
have
Portland
Dame
takes Scoot at
and
3. That means
Tatum?
Dame Lillard is a Brooklyn Net, bro.
Does it though?
To me, it
Portland
does.
is dumb. Portland has shown us that they don't give a fuck. They'll keep Dame until that nigga's dead.
Hey, this ain't the first. This ain't the last. This ain't not the last time. Well, no, I'm tripping.
If Dame is gonna leave,
I was about to say something.
if Dame is gonna leave, he's gonna leave for a team that he can contend with. Mikal Bridges, I fuck with him. He's not that guy. Like, what are we talking about?
I should mount.
First of all, put that shit down.
Mount.
Mikal Bridges is not. He's not that dude. He's not All NBA. He's not an All Star. He's not Dame Lillard. Dame Lillard going to the Nets doesn't make y'all title contenders. It makes y'all
it doesn't
five,
make us
6 seed.
title contenders.
It's not.
It's
It's not that much different from what Portland is right now. It's not that much different. You got a Jeremy Grant and Anthony Simons. That's damn near Mikal Bridges right there. Who the fuck else are you relying on every single night to give you 15 to 20 points. Cam Johnson, he's a free agent, but he might not even come back.
Cam John's coming back, man.
There's no reason for Dame to go to the Nets. He's just in the same situation he is.
Nets, man. Come on.
There's literally, besides you being a fan, there's no reason for him to go there. It literally doesn't. He has no ties to New York at all. It literally makes zero fucking sense. As a basketball terms, it makes no sense.
Else.
It makes no sense for him to go there. It literally does not.
I will say this though. The Trailblazers and Damian Lillard gotta stop acting like they're not trying to shop Damian Lillard, or gotta stop acting like
fucking stupid, man.
Don't want to be out of there.
Like, either stay or fucking leave. I'm tired of this shit every summer, every offseason where, they're shopping and they're listening to trade talks.
Bro,
they're thinking about trading. Bro, fucking trade them or don't trade them. I'm tired of this shit every fucking offseason.
Bro, because what it is, Dame is trying to spin it to where it's like a Brad Beal situation where he didn't want to axe out. It's like, we're rebuilding.
And who cares?
Exactly, Dame. I'm not going to give you the Kevin Durant spiel.
Just one out, bro.
I'm not going to give you the Kevin Durant spiel because you're not deserving of it. KD is deserving of the spiel I gave him earlier this episode. Listen, you go any team. You go to Lakers, you go to Pistons, you go to New York, Brooklyn, Miami, you go to Atlanta, whatever. You go to wherever team, Dame, and you axe out finally. Everybody's going to be like, thank you. We've been saying this for 10 years now. We're not 10. We've been saying this for 5-6 years now. We've been saying this for a while. That you need to leave out of there. You need to run from the grind, Dame. Run as fast as you can from the grind.
You went to a lot of different.
You could go to Boston, and I won't be mad.
I mean, they'll have to give up Jalen Brown. So I guess.
Oh yeah. They got to. Yeah, Boston will have to come up on something. But still, it's like, bro, you go anywhere except Denver. You go anywhere except Denver. And I'd be like, no. Go anywhere except Denver and Phoenix. And I'd be like, bravo, Dame, bravo.
He go to Milwaukee? You saying bravo?
Maybe.
I already knew what that answer was gonna be.
I don't like Milwaukee, man. I don't like Milwaukee. Thank you for Aaron Rodgers, but that's it.
That's Green Bay.
Okay.
That's not necessarily Milwaukee, but
okay, was in Wisconsin. All right. But yeah, no, Dame, run from the grind as fast as you can, bro.
It's not even running from the grind. It's just
run from the grind.
Are you a competitor or not? You want to compete for a championship or not?
Hey, if you want to get better,
it's not even about legacy.
To get better. Talk to Chauncey Billups.
It's not even about legacy.
Get people in there that can get y'all better or something.
We've been saying that for 5 years.
Been in the league for like how long's Damian Lillard been in the damn league, bro? This is pissing me off.
He came in 2012.
2012, right? So he's been in the league
going into year
12.
Going into year 12.
Going into year 12. And make it past what? The second round? He didn't ever make it past. No, he made it to the West Coast Finals. They got bust up by the Warriors.
That's what.
Got bust by the Warriors.
But we're leading. They were up 20 in every game that series.
They led longer than the Warriors led at that whole series.
And still lost the series.
Warriors play with them boys, man.
Yeah, they was really like, can we do this shit again?
It made it better. It made it no better that Steph Curry was on the team.
And he was cooking that year.
It made it no better because all Steph did was like, I'm gonna give my brother the chance to think he could beat me, and then come back and beat him. Man, I used to do that with my brother. I'm pretty sure Tariq did it with his brother. All right. Oh. It's a 5-point game now. Let me get serious.
Let me get my bag real quick.
Oh, ain't that much loyalty in the world, Dame.
Yeah,
Brad Bill gone,
understand.
so I guess that makes you the realest player in the league. Cause he said me and Brad Bill only two real ones in the league left. Brad Bill is gone. Are you gonna remain loyal? Are you gonna stay 10 toes down in Portland, or are you gonna come hang out and woo out with us in Brooklyn? Let me know, Dame. Let us know. Quit playing. Quit tiptoeing around the subject, Dame. Tell these people what you want. You're the franchise player there. That is your team. That's your city. Tell them boys what you want, sir. If they can't give it to you, pack your bags, man. Come on, man. You be in Brooklyn. You be on Old Man and 3 every other week. You be in the studio with Fat. You probably get you a Funk Flex freestyle. Come on, come to Brooklyn, man. Come to Brooklyn, man. What more do you want? Come to
To
Brooklyn.
win. He wants to fucking win.
What are we trying to do in Brooklyn? We're trying to win. Brooklyn's gonna make some moves.
Stop.
I feel like Brooklyn's
Stop.
gonna make some moves, and Brooklyn's gonna
Stop.
be
Stop.
top five in
Stop.
the East next year. Mark my word. They'll be top 5 in the East next year. Mark my word.
Okay, that doesn't mean a contender, so they're not winning.
They'll be top 5 in the East.
Top 5 in the East means like 11th or 12th
I'm not
overall
saying
because
next year is our
the
year.
West.
I'm not saying next year is our
So
year.
what's the point of getting Dame?
It's not a win now situation. It's a win maybe next year.
Yes, it is. It's in year 12. Why would you get a guy in year 12 if you're not trying to win right away? Like, oh, now we're going to take our time with things. They just did that for 12 years in Portland. What?
Like I said, Brooklyn's gonna make moves. Brooklyn's gonna make moves. They make the right moves.
What moves? What
They're
moves? What moves?
gonna
What
make
moves?
the right moves. They're contending
What
again.
moves?
They're gonna make the right
What
moves.
moves?
I'm
Tell me
not
the
a
moves.
GM. I'm not a GM.
But you sitting here telling me that, oh, well, they're going to play the long game and they're going to end up with.
I'm telling you. All right. So if the Nets bring Brooklyn there, the goal is to win. Obviously, right? We're not wasting Damian Lillard's time. It's gonna take 1, maybe 2 years max for us to be a contender, right? As in, like, this is the year, 1 year, whatever, right? So Dame comes, Dame gets traded today, right? All season we get busy, make trades, whatever, right? Get a whole new team by opening night 2023. That team's gonna look to win, look to compete. That team's gonna be able to compete with the Celtics.
You can't just say hypotheticals. Oh, they moved this around. What are you actually putting around Damon Mikal Bridges to win a championship?
First off, you probably gonna have to get another big to play with Clax. That's going to, bring somebody like a Chester 4 probably. Some wings. I mean, we got Dorian Finney-Smith, but Dorian Finney-Smith, is being taught in trade talks to LA now. Might be a draft day trade. Who knows? But yeah. Listen, man, Dame to Brooklyn, man. I'm not.
Pointless, bro.
Dame to
Pointless.
Brooklyn. Dame to Brooklyn.
You can't say that. Oh, if you stay there, you don't want to win, and also say if he goes to Brooklyn, he wants to win. That's it. It's the
Brooklyn
same
wants to
fucking
win.
thing.
You think they want to lose? No, they want to win.
It's the same thing. If you put Dame on that roster tomorrow, you're not even including what you have to give up to get him.
Better team.
What are you giving up to get Dame? Anybody not named Claxton or Mikal Bridges?
Yeah.
That puts you in a hole now. So who are you adding to make that team win? Compete.
I'm not a GM. Anyways, man, Ja Morant spent 25 games.
Wait, look at me.
I don't know. I just want to see your reaction because I just switched topics like that. But yeah, Ja Morant suspended 25 games. I think this is a little light. At the same time, it kind of serves its. I don't know. 25 games. That's what, maybe around Christmas time. If
Yeah,
I
so,
do the math,
around Christmas time.
it's like season starts early, like mid-October. Then you got all November, December. So you probably be coming back around Christmas time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Christmas get to John Morant, you get to play basketball again. But yeah, no. I think this whole situation is weird in the way he's handling it, the way where his team is handling it, saying that the media is against him, and how
Memphis, not Phoenix.
bro was showing that it's a fake gun. It's a lighter. Like, bro, what sense does it make to buy a fake gun, right? Or buy a fake gun that is a lighter? Like, that's that. That's some corny stuff. That's corny. I'm sorry. That's corny. Gonna buy, and then you gonna wave it around like it's real. Like, see, I don't know, man. Corny. It's real corny in my opinion. But nevertheless, he got 25 games, made his apologies, made his statements. You know, I really hope that he really takes the time during this offseason to get some actual work done. Not know, hey, I showed up to counseling, got my not the I hope we don't pull the Rue Bennett where he showed up just to get the thing signed and then left out for a couple of days. Showed up, got it signed, then left again. Showed up, got it signed, then left again. No. You gonna go to this counseling, you can do whatever, like get it together. You ain't played basketball since April, right? Ain't played basketball since April. You did what you did in May. You got from May to December. Well, you got from now to December to get it right, Ja. Get it right up here, man. Take the time, bro. Meditate, dog. Do whatever you gotta do, bro. Get it right. All right. Reevaluate yourself, reevaluate your people, reevaluate your surroundings. Do all that. I ain't got the answers, but neither do you. You got to do something, sir. Because this is not it. And I don't know. I think the way that Adam Silver shaped shaped the suspension made it seem like, oh, we're dropping a hammer on John Morant. He's going to pay for this and give him 25 games. John Morant missed 25 games a couple seasons ago, right? He missed 25 games due to injury. This is nothing to him. He didn't play the first 25 games. The Grizzlies are literally going to be a 5 seed next year in the playoffs. This doesn't hurt Ja. This doesn't hurt the Grizzlies. Ja is, I don't know. Ja's one of the better players in the league. And for him and his people to be like, oh, media's against us. Bro, we've been for you since you got here, bro. We want to see you do good. All right. We love seeing you on the court. Love seeing, hey, it's a parade inside your city. Love seeing you gritty. Love seeing you lit. You're lit. The kids love you, John. And you know that. Everybody rocks with you for what you are on the court, right? But whenever you started, I don't know what was wrong. I don't know if it was, oh, we fine in the West. I don't know if that was a telltale sign that we should have been like, hey, something might be going on. I don't know. But Ja, after they won a playoff series, they got a little cocky. Steph and the boys set them down, and it hasn't been the same since. They got to the second round, and they're talking about, oh, we ain't worried about nobody in the West. Y'all ain't worried about nobody in the West. Last time I checked, the last 2 champions are from the West. Last 3. Not you forgetting the bubble year. Oh, no. I'm tripping. I'm forgetting Milwaukee. I'm forgetting Milwaukee.
You can try to come at me and that shit crash.
I'll forget Milwaukee, but hey, listen, 3 out of the last 4 champions have been from the West. And y'all got a good squad, yes. I mean, y'all parting ways with Dylan Brooks, sure. But without you, bro, that team doesn't get where they need to get to, you know? Like, it's time. We gotta be talking about
it's not a given that they get Tyus Jones back either. They lost D'Anthony Mountain last year.
Yeah.
To Philly.
That's true. That is true.
There's no it's not a given that they get Tyus Jones back. If they don't get Tyus Jones back, they're gonna be a lot worse than what people think.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know, man. This job thing is crazy.
I ain't got much to say. I already said what I got to say about the
I
job.
think 25 games is cool. I'm glad it's not whole season because that would have been ridiculous in my opinion. I thought they would have leaned more towards half the season, but 25 games ain't bad. He can still play the rest of the season. I don't think he'll be an all-star because he'll be coming back in late December, but he'll still have enough time to have an impact on this team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is Jaw's third chance. I would say second chance, but this is like his third chance here, right? Now,
the next time he does it,
I feel like he'll be walking on
forfeit.
eggshells coming into this next season. If he's not, if he doesn't, then it's not more to say. But next season, treading lightly, walking on eggshells. He'll probably be the same stuff, probably be gritty in the hallway or whatever new dance the kids are doing by then. I said it's like me and Joe.
Dance, baby. Do your dance, baby.
I said it's like me and Joe aren't the same age, but we'll see Jaw back being fun, being lit, but I don't know, man. Hopefully he gets the right people around him. Hopefully he, actually talks to some vets that have been in his position. Maybe
not
talk
Steven
to
Jackson.
Rose. Huh?
Not Steven Jackson.
No. But I was gonna say maybe have a real sit down with Jalen Rose and not one for publicity.
I heard you sit down with dudes like Derrick Rose, John Wall.
Yeah.
Like
that made it out of real circumstances. I mean,
point guards that can understand you, not even just from a basketball, like they can understand you from an on-court standpoint and an off-court. D-Rose from Chicago and went to Chicago. Like,
there's pictures of D-Rose setup.
He was in his neighborhood. He was in his city. Damn near his entire life.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's pictures of D-Rose set up. You know how John Wall get down. They don't need to discuss that no further.
But they haven't been in like NBA legal trouble.
Right. I mean, Derrick Rose
D-Rose had some issues, but he never had like a real like, oh, he's trying to fight some kids. Oh, he got a gun.
Oh, he pulling up on Foot Locker employees.
John Wall never did no shit
like he's smacking phones out of girls' hands at basketball games.
He's trying to fight Shannon Sharp. Bro, that thread about this might be the funniest NBA season ever.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh my god.
It's so funny, bro. It was like, yo, Thomas Bryant asked for the ball on LeBron's
Thomas Bryant.
LeBron's record setting shot.
Pat Bev.
The
fucking camera. Shit's crazy, bro.
I told you I laughed so hard that night, bro.
All that, and then they still traded him.
Yeah, like a couple weeks later.
Crazy as hell.
Bro, I remember that whole like press thing he did. Not press thing, but like he made like whole videos and stuff. Like he threw a party for him going to the Lakers, and it was nothing but like the Lakers role players and like.
Oh yeah, he was.
Like Max Christie was there in like some regular outfit. It was so funny.
Yeah, he had the red carpet out like
and he was like, yeah,
like he was
how would this be playing with LeBron and AD? He's like, oh, they playing with me. I went to the playoffs last year. They playing with me.
Now they're not.
And then, bro, another thing, back to player podcast. You saw what he said about him and Cat? Them was talking about what they did in Minnesota is more monumental to what Denver has done.
Next segment. I'm not even about to do that bullshit. Next segment. I'm not even about to do that bullshit, bro. Next segment. I'm not even about to entertain that bullshit, bro.
One of that playing game was really their finals, bro.
I love Cat. I'm not entertaining that bullshit, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not. Like what?
Them winning that finals was really them. Their whatchamacallit.
Nigga really said what they did was more impressive than Denver winning a whole fucking championship. What are we talking about? Like, what? What is happening? What? Sorry, I can't. He's the bucket. He is fucking.
Yes, enough NBA talk to get into the W.
Ugh.
So let me look at what I did last week in terms of picking them. Hold on, let me write down some.
I think I wrote mine down because I got some games that weren't there. Missing games.
All right, so dang, where do you want to start? I'm gonna let you start. I'm gonna let you take charge on this part of the show.
And what?
W.
Oh.
Like, where do you want to start with first? I mean, Leah Boston won Player of the Week for the Eastern Conference this past week. So shout out to Leah Boston. She the rookie and a vet. Why are you looking at me like that? Act like I didn't make that tweet. Doing numbers.
Let's do numbers. We'll give you that.
Doing numbers. And you applauded it. You said this in the group chat. You said, "Oh, look at Bryce's tweet doing numbers." I ain't even had to plug it in the group chat.
I said
how does that work?
I said it was good that it was doing numbers. I didn't say it was a good tweet. Let me stop.
I said, don't hate in public and applaud in private, sir.
Yeah, she's been great, man. I can't say enough good things about her in terms of her patience, her growth in every game. She's starting to see players for the second time, teams for the second time, defenses for the second time, the third time. And I don't want to say it's getting easier, but she's getting way more comfortable. And as the time goes on, she's just gonna keep getting better and better and better, and that is scary for the league because she's not showing that she's gonna slow down. She's playing really, really good basketball right now, and she's only 12, 13 games in her career, so she's only gonna get better. She's only gonna be more difficult to stop as she, builds her body up, builds her IQ up, and just learns the game even more from the WNBA from a pro perspective. I don't know if she'll play overseas or not, but man, I'm very, very impressed with the way she started the season. I'd be shocked if she didn't make the All-Star team. I think that would be absolutely ridiculous if she did. Bree Jones went down last night, non-contact injury, grabbed her Achilles right away. So it's looking like at the very least she'll be out for a while.
Yeah.
Just
hoping for a speedy recovery. That was
thoughts and prayers for her because she's been playing really good this season. So you never want to see that. It's just she's improved every single season. So it's hard to see her, Well, the three teams talks on a Porzingis Brogdon deal with Celtics, Wizards, and Clippers have fallen apart.
Well, never mind then.
Just 20 minutes that we just wasted.
First 20 minutes of our show talking about it. Or however long we
That's
talk
just
about it.
fantastic. We love that.
Wow.
That's great. Great. But yeah, Bree Jones. And Connecticut was playing really good basketball. I think depending on how long she's out, I don't want to speculate on how long or how bad the injury is, but depending on how long she's out, it could really throw a wrench in the season. They don't have John Paul Jones anymore. Their next big would be Olivia Nelson-Adota, which I love. I love O&O, but she's not what Bree Jones is for them. And they could decide to go smaller, but that leaves them at a disadvantage. So it looks like they'll have to go. I mean, they're gonna have to go smaller either way because Olivia Nelson-Adota is a smaller center, but Bree Jones was playing really good this season. She was leading the league in second chance points. She's third in points per game, or third in points in the paint per game. Fourth in the league in steals as a center is crazy, and then fourth in the league in field goal percentage. So she's been playing really good. She's been continuing to improve every season. It really sucks to see her go down to injury like this, especially um, mid season. So she'll probably end up, if it is what it could be. I don't want to speculate and say that, and say the worst possible thing. But if it is that, she wouldn't return until this time next year. So Connecticut has some things to figure out. There's no actual report yet, I don't believe, on her injury. Or yeah, all they said so far is that she's not playing tomorrow night, which is tonight if you're listening to the show. Which was obvious that she wouldn't play, but I'm very curious to see what Connecticut does from here. Stephanie White, her first season's got to figure out a way to make some things shake without her starting center. But this is an opportunity for Olivia Nelson-Adota to really make her mark, and I don't want to say find the spot in the league, but as much as you're playing for the team that you're playing for now, you're also auditioning for other teams as you continue to get better. Because when you do become a free agent, or if you're released, they can look back and say, hey, this was what we saw from them when they had an opportunity. Let's bring it from them. So I'm very interested to see how well she's able to play and how the way that they play changes. They're playing great defense and great offense. Obviously, one of the best three teams in the league. So we'll see how it goes. And before the injury, I had wrote that it was the top three teams, which is obviously Vegas, Connecticut, New York, and then it's the rest of the league. And that's not saying that the rest of the league is bad. It's just when you watch those three teams, there's a drastic difference. And Connecticut is not necessarily just uber talented. They know exactly what they want to do every night, and they impose their will. Obviously, New York and Vegas are uber talented, but also are unselfish, play defense, and want to win. Their will to win is more important than their will to get their individual stats, which is important when you have the type of teams or the type of team that both of these teams have. And I would early on we had the Mystics in here, but at this point, I'm not so sure that they're in that category. I mean, they're only half a game back of New York, so I don't want to say that they're way off, but we've seen them against. Let's see, they played the Liberty. They beat them the first game. They lost 2 straight to the Sun after that. They beat the Wings in the Sky, and they lost to the Lynx. They beat the Storm twice. And they lost to the Fever, and they beat the Mercury and then the Sky. So 2 of their losses came to one of the better teams, one of those top 3 teams. And then 2 of their losses came to, at the time, 2 of the worst teams in the league. They got blown out by the Fever, and they lost to the Lynx, which were, candidly, they were bad losses. So we'll just have to see how they continue to improve. I think they play good basketball. I don't think they play bad basketball, but I don't think they played good enough to be in the caliber or in the tier of Connecticut, Las Vegas, and New York.
No, I don't think so either. Oh no, I mean anything can happen, anything can change. Like I said, that's why I got him as my dark horse. You know, I just don't want to count him out. I just don't feel right saying no. They can't win a championship the year. They're going to be that 4 spot for a while. Like I don't think I'm looking at. I don't think Dallas is getting there. I don't think Atlanta is getting there respectfully. I don't think those teams are better than Washington. I mean, then again, I don't know. Thinking about it further, maybe. That's strong, maybe.
And then teams with slow starts to the season that have turned it around, like Indiana, Minnesota, Seattle. I've been really impressed with Minnesota and Seattle. I know they're still 4-8 and 3-8, but their last, I would say, 6 or 7 games, you could see that the effort and the energy is different than it was when the season started. And I think they both started out like 0-5, 0-6, and now they have 4 wins. So they're playing better basketball than they started the season with. And Nafisa has a lot to do with that for Minnesota. As I've been saying, phenomenal on the TL. You know, it's not getting a lot of love yet, but it will eventually.
It'll catch on. It'll catch on. He keeps having games like he's been having. It'll catch on.
And the Leafs are doing this without Diamond Miller, and obviously, I think they're going to be better with Diamond Miller on the court. But you know, they play good team basketball. Dorcas played well at the center spot. Bridget Carlton has given them good minutes. Kevin McBride has played well. Tiffany Mitchell has been a really good get from Indiana. Yeah, I think that they've played really good basketball as of late. You know, I think they've struggled against the really good teams. They've been blown out by the Aces a few times this season, but they just beat the Sparks twice. And the Sparks, I think, are a good team. So those are 2 good wins to have under your belt, especially when that's the team that you're going to be battling with for playoff season. So, and then Seattle, Jewel Lloyd, man, just phenomenal.
Man, them girls had a battle this weekend.
Her and Enrique, man.
I think I was at work. Yeah, I was at work, so I didn't catch the game. And I get off, I look at the score, I said, hold on now. Listen, whatchamacallit, I did Satu, Rike, and Jewel on my prize picks. I did over all of them. I checked later that day. I saw I hit all 3. And I saw it was like, hey, yo. I saw one had like what? 30. I don't know. Let me look at the box score.
Jewel had 39, Enrique had 41.
Yeah. And I got both of them on different fantasy teams too. And I had both of them playing. So I was like, hey, look at me. Doing good. Doing the damn thing. Start my week off right.
Yeah, I thought Jewel was going for 50%. Shit, I was like, she got 25 and a half. All she gotta do is do 25 again. That's 50. And Enrique started a little slow and then turned it up quick. But yeah, man, that that was a dual watch, and that was the only game on Saturday. So, fully locked in. Yeah, I've been impressed with Ivana Dogic from I don't know exactly where she's from, but she's played really good basketball. She's now starting at the point guard spot. She's had some good performances of late. Kind of taking some minutes from Jade Melbourne, which I'm a little hurt about, but it's all right. Ivana Dokic, yeah. Currently averaging 9 points a game, and that's with her not playing much to start the season. And the win against Dallas, she had 14.7 assists, shot 42% from the floor, 16 points against Vegas, 42% from the floor, 14 points against Phoenix. So she's playing good basketball. I think she's brought something to the team that they weren't expecting to have, which was steady point guard play this season. Obviously, Sue Bird retired, and they didn't really have an answer for her retiring, clearly. Which it's correct. Like, I don't know how you didn't know that she was going to retire. I think everyone knew that she was going to retire, so it's a little weird that they don't seem like they were prepared for that. And maybe Jade Melbourne is the direction they go. Their third round pick from last year. She's had some good moments this season. Her minutes have declined as Dokic's minutes have gone up. Jordan Horse has played well as the season has gone on. She had 13 points, 14 rebounds. She had 11 points and 13 rebounds against Connecticut last night. So she's playing better. And obviously, Jewel Lloyd is playing at a, dare I say, MVP level. I mean, her team's not going to win enough games, but she's playing about as good at basketball as anybody else in the W. So she's definitely got to be in the conversation. She's averaging 26 points a game. Eddie Labrador, I am so impressed. So impressed with her game, man. She's leading the team in steals, leading the team in blocks, leading the team in rebounds, averaging almost 15 points a game. She's stepping out, shooting the three. She's shooting 33% from three, which is good for a player that wasn't really shooting them coming into this season. Her field goal percentage is a little bit down, but that's because she started to step out and shoot threes. And she blocks so many shots, man. It just seems like when she's defending, it's like, oh, that they like somehow got by her. No, they didn't. She just blocked it into the stands, blocked it into the third row, blocked it into the fifth row. Her lateral quickness, her movement on her feet, it's just amazing to watch for someone her size to be able to do the things that she does on offense and defense. And I know the term unicorn has been passed around a lot, but she truly is a unicorn. She can do a lot on the court, and she's only going to keep getting better as time goes on. But I already think she's one of the best centers in the league. Like, you can't watch a Storm game and not be amazed by the things that Eddie Madrigal does. It's just crazy, honestly. Like, I had high hopes for her, but I did not see this. Like, I had not envisioned her being this good this quickly. Especially since she had played with Stewie and Natasha Howard and Steve Russell, all these players that were playing ahead of her, and she was stealing minutes. She was like, "Oh no, you give me these minutes, like you're not gonna take them back." She did not lie, or she was not wrong, I should say. But yeah, I think the Storm played really well of late. The Lynx have played really well of late. It's really like I was like, besides maybe the Aces, I feel like there's no game that you look at on the schedule like, oh, this could be blown. Oh, this game, they're not gonna.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's been a lot of games. Like, what was the game? Like Connecticut and whatchamacallit? Connecticut and Seattle was a good game. That game was close for a while.
Yeah.
Like really battling, man. As Tariq mentioned, he said before the season started, this will probably be the best W season, and I'm starting to see why it probably will be. A lot of the playing field, I won't say it's even, but hey, you got a team that's in what third or fourth in the standings going against a team that's like 7, 8. What?
I'm sorry, bro. I just saw your story. You said everybody dropping their pick right now.
Oh, and there's
With the nigga holding his stomach, you're fucking crazy for that.
I said no, but for real though, I dropped out a second mirror pick. But yeah, no, this season has been great to watch. You really got to tune in on a night-to-night basis. You really can't it doesn't just suffice just watching clips or whatever. You have to tune in, and you are doing yourself a disservice if you're not tuning in this season.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anybody I want to talk about or anything. No, nothing new developing or anything that I want to talk about this season. Or not what happened this past week. I think you really touched on a lot. But you got some good games this upcoming week as well. So let's talk about them. Well, we gotta go over our results from last week. I went 6-5.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go through those because I either missed some games or just wrote them down in the wrong way. Just some of these games that I'm looking at, like that games.
All right, so should start with Mercury Mystics last week.
Yes, I had Mystics over Mercury.
Had Mystics. Link Sparks.
I had Sparks over Lynx.
Had Sparks 2. Missed that one. Storm Wings.
I had Wings.
I had Wings 2. Missed that one. Mercury and Liberty. Had Liberty.
I had Liberty.
Okay. Sky Mystics. Had Mystics.
I had Mystics. Or Sky, sorry.
Okay. Dream Fever. Had Fever.
I had Dream.
Okay. Sun Sparks. Had Sun.
I had Sparks.
Okay. Lynx Aces had the Aces.
Yeah, that's what I missed. So
Okay.
I have Wings Dream again. No.
Yeah. Dream Wings. I had Dream in that one.
What the hell? Hold on. Oh no. Okay. I had Wings Dream, but you said Spark Sun, and then I had Wings Dream. And
Okay.
Lynx
Yeah. Sparks, Sun, Lynx Aces, Dream Wings.
So I didn't have Lynx Aces.
Okay.
But obviously.
So we won't count that one then.
Yeah.
Since you didn't have Dream Wings.
Wings, I had Wings.
I had Dream. Link Sparks. I had Sparks.
I had Lynx.
And Sunstorm. I had Sun.
Yeah. All right, so I got Mystics.
So I went 5-5 because we didn't count the Aces one.
1 and 2, 2 and 2, 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, 6 and 4. Yeah, that's the next speaker stretch. So I went 6 and 4. So that leaves me at 41 and 20. All right.
You said yeah, what?
41 and 20. I went 6 and 4. Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm 39-23.
Yes, right.
Did you say you what? 49-20?
41 and 20.
41-20?
Yeah, so that was 61 to this point because I was 35 and 16 after last week.
I gotta subtract the extra game. Okay. So I'm 38 and 23 now.
Yeah, that.
Okay, I was gonna say, whoa, what was going on? All right,
Yeah, I was like,
this week.
I'm not.
So we're going up to what next?
Great.
Let me see. We're going up to next. I think I said next. Well, I think I wrote it out to next Wednesday. Because that's when we'll probably be recording again. Yeah, I wrote out to next Wednesday. So the game's up until Wednesday. So up to next Tuesday. So Mystics Sky.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go Sky this round. I'm gonna go Sky.
let's see. I think the Sky are on the losing streak right now. They did get Morgan Birch back. She's been playing good basketball. Yeah, they're on a 4-game losing streak. I don't think they lose again. I'm gonna go Sky as well.
All right. We got Sun Links. I got the Sun.
They've been playing good basketball. No Bree Jones. I don't know. I want to get to Sun last week. That's possible. I think I'm gonna go Sun Williams.
All right. Fever Storm. I'm gonna go Fever.
I might. Ooh, I think I'm gonna go Storm. I am very intrigued by the Leah Boston and Hezzy Madrigal.
Yes.
Two players that I've highlighted in this show. Hezzy Madrigal, very ready to leave, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But who guarded Jewel? Jewel? What the fuck? Jewel. Sheesh.
All right. What we said?
All the S's.
We said
Guys,
Liberty Dream next.
Liberty Dream won the last time they played.
I think the Dream won last time, so I'm
Are
gonna
they in
Liberty.
New York? Yeah, the Dream beat them the last time. They lost pretty bad to the Wings. Versus it's a home game. It's in Atlanta. So they lost to Liberty by 23. They came back to beat them by 7. I'll go Liberty.
You say you going Liberty?
Yeah, I got Liberty. Sorry, Haley. This is bullshit on our minister.
Oh, okay. Wing Sparks. Got Wings.
You said Wing Sparks?
Yeah.
Ooh. Wing Sparks. See, that means we got what? Yeah, I might have to go Wings for that one because who's guarding the weekend? Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna go Wings.
Fever Aces. No, I got the Aces.
You said Fever Aces?
Yep.
Yeah, I got Aces.
All right. Mercury Storm. I got the Storm. No, I got Mercury. I'm tripping. I'm reading wrong.
Because I don't know BT or Dion. That's right. That's it. That's all of them.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
You say you got who?
Storm.
Okay. Sky Sun.
That's the second. No, it's not the matchup. They're Sky. Sky Sun. Coaching matchup. James Davis definitely won. I'll go Sky. Why not?
All right. Mrs. Liberty. I got Liberty.
Rematch for the first game of the season. Is it in New York or Washington?
Mrs. Liberty. I think it's in New York. Yeah, Mrs. Liberty's in New York. And the Clays.
I'm gonna go Liberty then.
All right. Wing Sparks. Going Wings.
I'll go Sparks for this for the back-to-back.
Fever Aces Part 2. I'm going Aces again.
Fever for the back-to-back.
Oh,
Fever almost got him. Fever almost got him.
Yeah,
The last time they played.
but missed the layup.
Kelsey Mitchell missed the layup.
All right. Liberty Sun got Liberty.
Yeah, I think I remember this.
Storm Lynx got Lynx.
That's a tough one. All right, let's see. I've got the Storm twice this week, so I'll go Lynx. That's a lot of wins for the Storm. Might be bugging with the Fever.
Oh, you said Lynx?
Yeah.
Okay. And Wings Mercury got Mercury.
The Wings Mercury.
I got the Mercury.
Tierra McCowan is back. I feel like she was gone for a while, but it seems like she came back quick.
Yeah.
Like I just saw her playing. Like I just saw highlights of her playing for Turkey, and then I turned the game on yesterday. And she was in the line. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on with Phoenix, man?
I don't know, man.
2-9, lost 4 straight. Have a league worst -10 point differential. They're scoring 77 points per game, giving up 87. It's not looking good. I've seen some stuff on the TL talking about they should just trade Jimmy Griner, Zarasi finish out her last season, rebuild.
People don't know about Tariq.
Get Skylar back and just run it back, but Skylar and Diana don't seem to follow us of each other. So,
I can't wait for Sky to come back, man. I mean, it's taking time. Take your time. Take your time.
I
God
think
can't
they're
fuck
on the way to shoot something now. They're playing good basketball. Sophie, shoot, when BG and Diana don't play, Sophie let them motherfuckers fly. I mean, she let her fly anyway, but if they're not playing, she let them fly.
Yeah, I'm here too.
She 27, 21, 14, 13, 13. Like, letting them hoes go. So, yeah, man, I don't know what's going on with Phoenix. I could see them saying like, oh, let's start over, rebuild. But they don't really have a ton of young players on the roster right now to try to like rebuild with. I mean, you have Michaela, you have Connie Sissoko, Avina Westbrook, Liz Dixon. I'd say Megan Gustafson. I guess you would throw Sophie in there as well. After that, I mean, Brittany Griner, Diana, Mariah Jefferson, Shea Petty, Brianna Turner. I think they're all older vet type players. So you have to move a lot in a team or in a league with only 12 teams. So they're just gonna have to figure it out and go from there because Brittany Griner resigned in the offseason. So they're just gonna have to try to make their team better with what they got right now, which is not a bad roster. They're not playing a lot of defense, and if you're not outscoring, spoiler alert, if you can't outscore the other team, you can't win games. So
You ain't getting putting ball.
You gotta defend. You gotta defend to be able to score more points than the other team. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, I think Phoenix might be out of it. But I said the same thing last year, and they ended up in the playoffs. So can't count them out quite yet. I don't think think there's an update on when Skylar will come back, if she does come back. Because I know, they're not in the greatest of standing since she decided not to finish out, or she left the team at the end of last season, and things were said by her then. So I don't think there's a ton of excitement for her to get back to play for a team that didn't do her the way that she would like. Shout out Dana Evans as well. Dana Evans is
Been open.
basketball off the bench. 6th Woman of the Year for sure. Let's see. Let's see. Got some ESPY awards. Got ESPY's Best Breakthrough Athlete, Caitlin Clark, Brock Purdy, Angel Reese, and Julio Rodriguez. Shout out to Caitlin and Angel. Shout out to Julio as well. Look like to play some baseball. Then ESPY for Best WNBA Player was Skylar Diggins-Smith, Candace Parker, Brandon Stewart, Asia Wilson. Best College Athlete, Women's Sports, Jordy Ball. Shout out to Oklahoma. Caitlin Clark, Izzy Skane, and Trinity Thomas from the Florida Gators gymnastics team. I saw some of hers. I think she went crazy. Best comeback athlete, John Jones, Jamal Murray, Alyssa Thomas, Justin Verlander. Best athlete, women's sports, Michaela Schifrin, Sophia Smith, Ida Swiatek, and Asia Wilson.
Sophia Smith, she on the soccer team, right?
Yeah, Portland Thorns.
Awesome.
I say either Iga or Asia wins best athlete for women's sports. Iga's been going crazy.
It's not ESPYs no more, bro. I remember the ESPYs was a big thing, and it's like,
and
it's just like, I don't know, like we don't even know who the host is this year, bro. It's like I remember as a kid, when I was younger, I used to cancel all my plans to watch the ESPYs. I'm like, no, I'm watching the ESPYs tonight, bro. Whatever. Now I just like, the ESPYs on.
Yeah. I don't even. That a part of the reason that I brought that up is because Skylar Diggins-Smith is up for one of the awards. So
yeah,
I'm not even sure that we see her play for the Mercury again. So depending on what, they would have to trade her depending on what they're able to get back. Maybe they can turn some things around, but
yeah,
we may just I'll sit out this season and come back next year. I don't know. That's the thing about the W and some of the players. It's very hush hush. You're not going to get a lot of updates and news. Like Bree Jones hurt herself last night. It's 11 p.m. Wednesday, June 21st. Like if it was an NBA player, we'd already known what the injury was.
Exactly. They're like,
but a lot of it is just WNBA organizations just being.
I don't know.
A lot of it's just organizations being real hush hush and coaches just not trying to tell people stuff, and that I don't understand.
I think it's that, and I think it's also the amount of people in the space as well. Like you got 30 NBA teams, right? So obviously more than double the coverage that the W is getting off rip. Then you got all these people, beat writers, people that write for the Athletic, people that write ESPN, Yahoo, whatever they write, whoever they write for. Multiple beat writers for multiple places, whatever. You got Woj, you got Shams that break news. They're on their phones constantly all day. Got all that. Don't really have that in the W. You have your people that you go to news for in the W, yes, but you don't have like the multiple beats per thing, or they're not as well known as, NBA beat writers or NBA writers and newsbreakers and stuff are. But it's getting better. It's getting there.
Zenday's got a new movie coming out. Playing a tennis player. I'm not even talking about nothing crazy. Just talking about.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the Hoodie and the
head.
Headband podcast show. I'm your co-host, Bryce
You're
Warren.
so goofy for that, bro. You're so goofy for that. Just thought it was cool that she had a new movie coming out that wasn't Spider-Man. Excuse the fuck out of me. For Lakers. Oh, I forgot about that. That's crazy. So.
You done talking about Zendaya new movie?
Get the fuck out of movie. Sure.
Made cookies earlier. These cookies so good. It's the last one.
What?
So I made cookies earlier. These cookies are so good.
Fucking Cat Williams.
But no, I do like. I did see the preview for Zendaya's new movie. That was interesting. She's playing the tennis athlete. I was like, oh.
I thought it was cool.
I thought it was cool too. I'm like, oh, that's why she's at the U.S. Open last year. I mean, I know everybody's at the U.S. Open last year because of Serena. But like to see her in a different role, it's like,
yeah,
she's really stepping into
not an addict or a dancer.
You said what?
She's not an addict or a dancer.
Yeah. Or someone
or
in Wild Wild West
or in distress.
Desert.
Oh, wow, what?
Dune. Or wherever Dune is set at.
Oh shit! Yeah, she wasn't Dune.
Yeah, but
I have the fucking poster.
Apparently,
I have the Dune poster and never saw it.
Like the movie's gonna be based. The second movie's gonna be based around her character.
Yeah,
what I heard.
I learned that working at the movie theater because I was like, oh, I told this lady.
You told me that. Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, I told this lady that was on a date with her boyfriend. I was like, yo, when you come back out, let me know how long she's in, like how much is she in it.
Mm-hmm.
And she literally came straight out the door after the movie, came straight to the thing. I thought she was gonna forget. She came straight to the counter and was like, hey, she comes in at the end and she's not in it much, but they set her up for her to be in it a lot in the second. So I was like, bet, I'm for sure watching the second one.
But yeah, I like seeing the center star. I don't like seeing all that other stuff though. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I'm talking about that. I just thought it was cool that she was playing the athlete.
I think it's cool, so I think it's tough. Today really showing her range. I love it. She's in a sports movie. I love it. Yeah. When we see today do anything sport wise.
I love tennis.
She's been dancing, singing her whole career. Now she serving up tennis aces, winning Grand Slams.
Man, the dreamer.
Playing a young phenom. Anyways, man, thank you guys for tuning in.
He has been on fire.
Headband podcast.
Look at Fee. Look at Fee. These last 5 games: 28 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, 24 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 25.6 rebounds, 2 blocks, 18 rebounds, 18.7 rebounds, 2 blocks, 26 points, 14 rebounds, 3 steals. You know what we call that?
Phenomenal.
That's what we call that. Shout out to Bree for that. ESPN stole her too. She better be an all-star starter. I know that shit. Better be an all-star fucking starter. Mm-hmm. I need B and Satu out there, motherfucker.
Yeah, keep voting, everybody. Get your votes in, and make sure you vote on the double days too. So.
I'm terrible at voting for all-star, NBA and WNBA.
I'll vote it maybe twice.
I do that shit like 3 or 4 times.
I voted maybe twice so far since voting has been open. No, 3 times. Yeah, but all right, you guys.
Where we think Shannon Sharp going? He said he's gonna be back on TV screen soon.
Maybe the worldwide leader of sports. Maybe get that call from ESPN.
First take.
Him and Stephen A. on First Take will feed families, bro. Not like Stephen A. on First Take don't already feed families, but them two. Hey, I'm back tuning in to First Take for real if that happens. I mean, I tune in from time to time. Do you see Steve? Do you watch the Cameron May show? It is what it is.
What?
Do you watch Cameron and Mason's show? It is what it is.
Oh no,
You missing out. But they had Stephen A. on, and Stephen A. It was actually a very good interview, and Stephen A. really like described how his relationship with Max is, his relationship with Skip. He said he put up on Skip. Because how Skip was like salty after Stephen A. said what he said. Because like Stephen A. was like, yo, oh yeah, Skip called me, asked me to come on First Take, starting out, whatever. We did what we did, took it to a new level. And Skip was trying to make it seem like, bro, ain't nobody called you saying the show was failing or something like that. Like, I just reached out. Like, Skip tried to front, and Stephen A. was like, hold on now. So Stephen A. pulled up on him. They had a conversation in person. Man said he changed his flight. Bro said he changed his flight. He moved his flight up. So he, because he was already going out to Cali, but he moved his flight up to make sure he had that meeting and talked to Skip Bayless. And I was like, ooh, word. Hold up on that, man.
Hold on, that's it. LSU to open season against Colorado on November 6th. Also featuring Ohio State USC.
Yeah, what?
Cody McMahon, Celeste Taylor, and JC Shutter against Juju. I'm tapped in.
I can't wait for the college season. Yes, Sirski.
Before we go, have you seen this LeBron thread? With him being one of the funniest athletes of all time, intentionally.
Nah, what is it?
Shit is hilarious, bro. Obviously, it's got that nigga lying all the time. That's
yeah.
my favorite quote. That's my favorite quote. Or no, that's my favorite saying.
I saw that. Yes. I see that one.
Then they're like, this nigga be lying about reading books. Nigga always on the same
actually
page.
my favorite
saying. Let's see. They said when that nigga was playing the harmonica before he was gonna beat Bronny ass. You remember when Bronny was I think he smoking or something?
He posted himself smoking weed.
Yeah, and that was when they was in the bubble.
Yep.
And Bron, like the same day, posted the fucking harmonica after.
I remember
like, when that nigga was playing the harmonica before he beat that nigga ass.
I really remember that, yes.
Oh. Yabba do that, babe.
No, what was the Pop Smoke song he was singing? Oh, Through the Night. Or whatever. Not Through the Night. Was you're like come in, name of the day and bed for the night.
Yabba do. Nigga said yo gabba.
He used to say bed for the day and bed for the night. You got my wife. I was like, yeah, you don't know the words.
That nigga said up watching a little Tom and Jerry before we went to school.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know the words.
That old ass
songs. We're born a couple days apart, so that might just be a Capricorn thing. I don't know, but
Ron funny.
Ron is funny. But thank you guys for tuning in again. Thank you guys for tuning in once again to another episode of the Hoodie and the Headband podcast show. Co-host Bryce Warren signing out.
Got up, grabbed the suitcase and left.
That was so funny, bro. That's back when he was doing that was his suit shorts era.
Yeah.
It was like, what?
The Harlem Shake video. That's a good one.
Bro, funny, bro.
That nigga took the visor. Was it Wendell Carter? He took the like the glasses off.
Because they came up and he just
something wrong with LeBron.
that man Braun said.
Fuck that. Give me 2 more.
Oh,
Two more for y'all.
I think about that all the time. He's like,
2 more for y'all.
he's like, yo, what if, right? We take the songs that didn't make the album and put them out in a couple weeks, right? So it's like, thank y'all for coming along on this ride, on this journey with us. You know what? Here go 2 more for y'all. He was so serious,
funniest Bron moment of all time. Funniest Bron moment of all time. This nigga having a full-on breakdown because they didn't call the foul when Jason Tatum fouled that nigga. That nigga was in fucking distress.
It's like, no.
That nigga was on his hands and knees.
That's
so fucking crazy to me.
And the way Jason said it,
get your big ass up, bro. LeBron is so damn funny, bro. It took a picture when somebody asked. LeBron, and this ain't even like 2000, like pre-2010 LeBron, because that nigga was funny as fuck too.
Oh my god!
He used to just dance on the sideline all the fucking time. Him and Danny Green and shit. Motherfuckers threw the water bottle on the court when they were playing New York. Do that shit to damn near half court.
Yeah, like that's not.
Nigga slid. Nigga didn't even go pick it up. Nigga slid all the way across the floor to go get that shit.
He wasn't even trying to land it, bro. Him and Kyrie over there just.
Oh my god, niggas is cugging, bro. They was beating the fuck out of niggas to be able to do bottle flip challenges on the sideline. That's fucking crazy.
It's funny, man. It's funny. Oh man, but all right, y'all. For this time, thank y'all for tuning in to the Hoodie and Headband podcast show. Co-host as always, Bryce Warner. Tapping out.
Why the fuck did this nigga twerking?
Who, bro?
Yeah.
Nah, man. That's somebody's goat. That ain't mine. That's somebody's goat. That's somebody's king. That's somebody's favorite player. No, man.
Hell no, bro. All right, y'all. I'm trying to get up out of here, and I keep fucking.
It's late.
Yeah, that nigga was asleep halfway through the show.
No.
That's cap. Stop.
I was not asleep halfway through. What you mean I was asleep?
I said something you did. Yeah.
I was zoned out. Yeah. I was just like thinking about something else.
Lock in.
I've been
yelling at my coworkers for the last 3 days.
What you mean? Why you yelling at your coworkers?
I need y'all to lock the fuck in, all right?
Why are y'all so aggressive? It's just camp.
No, it's more than that. Nigga, I'm with special needs kids. This shit is important. I can't be on the bus and we be driving for 20 minutes and then one of my coworkers be like, hey, where's so-and-so? Now I'm like, Mom, they right there. All right, I need you to lock the fuck in, because why did it take you 20 minutes to think that you couldn't see them in the first place? Like, it's just it just be small shit. I don't want to talk about it.
Keep track.
I love all my coworkers.
Ain't a lot of us here. Keep track.
They be saying shit. I be like, I need you to lock in, bro. For real. Like, we got off the bus. One of the kids got off the bus.
You like,
10 minutes later, she was like, wait, why did so-and-so where'd they go? They got off when they stopped. That's not they stopped. That's literally their stop every day. Oh, see, I'm gonna need you to lock in, bro. For real.
Lock in.
And they be laughing. I be like, I'm dead ass. Lock in, bro.
You're just like, yo, lock in, and you just walk off. And you just like, go to
lock in.
Walk off.
Lock the fuck in, bro. Like lock it. Throw the fucking key away. Stay locked in. Lethal shooter type shit.
Oh man. But all right, y'all. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all.